Greetings, everyone. I am Murphy Daly, AV veteran, author, and the founder of the PM Minute, bringing you a slice of the AV life.
Hey, this is Nancy Blanchard with Bose Professional, and it's Tuesday, so that must mean that it's fun discussions. Could be crazy, could be meaningful with the AV life.
Hey, this is Joe Way. You are watching and listening to the AV Life, and now here's your great host.
And I'm your host, Tim Van Wert, coming at you from the great state of New Jersey. And I will die on that hill. And you are watching and listening to the AV Life.
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually died on a hill.
Well,
or don't you throw them in the river or something? You don't like? Is there more to killing people in New Jersey?
A snow hill, right?
So,
all the snow that's happening.
That hill.
Well, and because it wouldn't be the AV life unless we talk about weather, but we're actually unseasonably warm right now. We're in the 50s, so yeah, I will say, all that snow that's been sticking around for weeks on end is finally melting away. So
Ontario's slammed right now, and I mean slammed. Like they're trying to figure out for Toronto where to put the snow because it's just there's like some of the TTCs, which are like the cable cars, have gone off track. And it's just a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm going to say is shorts, flip-flops, and polos today in SoCal.
Nice.
Yes, you guys are warmer than we are up in Northern California.
It's like 80 degrees. It's crazy.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's awesome. I can't. But you know what? I'm ready. Like I'm ready for warm weather. Like, and I don't know. My old bones can't take it.
Bones.
Yeah.
But so soon enough, and soon enough you'll be sweating it out in Orlando. So that's because June in Orlando is great weather.
Yeah. Yeah.
But well, welcome back. How are we all doing, folks? I was gonna say we got Murphy back. We've got Nancy. We got Joe. Like this is a great time tonight. So, how are we all doing?
Peachy keen. Although Joe, I'm telling you, this time from Barcelona, it took me well over a week to get over my jet lag. I was waking up at 3 a.m. every night, and I was so off.
You know what? This one took a lot longer. I am only now feeling better.
Yeah, me too.
I was on AV Week with Mr. Tim Albright, and he was talking about the fact that he also was feeling that way coming back from Barcelona. So yeah, what did you all do over there that it's like you got a 2-week hangover coming back from ISE? Don't blame
the happy hour though. Even though
I didn't say that.
It was the greatest and worst experience in my life.
Wow.
So Joe, I remember they were saying there were some complaints from the other vendors because the music was too loud, and I mean it was packed there, and you guys just continued on.
There was only one. So say every conference so at every InfoComm there's just one person that's pissed off at us. And the others are like love us, right? Who else would want? We had 240 people come to our happy hour, something like that.
That's
biggest
awesome.
happy hour on the show floor, probably, or at least close to.
Was the guy that was the guy that was selling the sneakers beside you? Was he was probably pretty happy.
Liked it. It was the person behind them came over to us. I can't have talks with my customers. Like, dude, you're freaking empty. Like anyway,
well, technically it's true.
It is, but it was the other people, the ones that were Caddy Corner, the other nonprofit group. They were coming over having drinks. They loved it, so we connected with them, and it's always that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, seriously, Tim. Like you're standing there at the booth, and all of a sudden, people start gravitating because they're like, "Oh, we hear music. Oh, this group looks fun. Ooh, they got funky colors." And so that's all I heard was, oh, we heard about Hetman, so we wanted to stop by and see what it was about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and we live streamed Lyle in to do like on the screen. He was doing live DJing. Like, tell me that's not rad. What was funny is how many people said, because they had remembered our Infocom party and Lyle DJing. And they're like, man, your Infocom, you need him DJing. And like, we point over to the screen and they're like, wait, what? And like, no, he's really there. Go to the camera. You can talk to him. They were so shocked that it wasn't us just playing like a video and music.
See,
That's
that
awesome.
was using technology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
That's what we say.
Don't underestimate higher ed. Like we will
Mhm.
bring it every time.
Yeah. And we did have to pay for the internet package to make sure that it, and turns out that if one thing I missed out in life was my career path should have been sell internet packages at conferences because they like $1,900 for 3 megs up and down.
Oh my Lord.
That's where they get you. Yeah.
10
Okay.
licenses.
On a slightly side note, my daughter and I went to a karate tournament this weekend on Saturday, and she was like, "Oh, everything is so disorganized. Mommy, you should do this and get it all straightened out." And I was like, I don't think they could afford me. But like thinking about, she spent the time while she was waiting for everything to catch up to where she got to go get her, her turn and indeed get her trophy. Because like so much of it is disorganized. I'm like, that's life. You think that this is such an unusual occurrence because it's inconvenient, but so much of it just is that way. My daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Somebody's got the police coming for them.
I was wondering that too. I was wondering if it came out my window, but it's not.
It's mine over here.
Uh-oh.
Arrow Highway.
Oh, geez, Murphy, they're coming for you. I don't know what you did this time, but
Sorry.
oh,
Get
there
your
you go.
camera so we can see what's happening.
All right. Oh, there you go. And
I can't write today. Hold on. Let me at least use proper grammar.
we're leaning at that. There's a code for Infocom to get your free exhibit pass.
You are not looking, but only listening.
Yeah, and we will have a future episode with my friends that are the Florida experts, as it were. So if we're gonna be bringing back the folks from far away travel, if I could talk, and we'll have that episode coming up to give you a little bit of the extra to-dos in Orlando, aside from hanging out with those of us from HETMA at Infocom. So there you go. Receive your free Infocom pass, and there it is with code HETMA, and you're flashing it. HET068. There's you go.
Technically, our contract says it's supposed to be HETMA, but if I go on our back end site, that's the one it gives. So I don't know if they should both work or not, but hopefully it's HETMA. I should register and find out.
Yeah, we should probably try that.
You know what? I'm going to register for a free shirt.
All right. So yeah, while Joe is doing that, we'll shift gears and we'll move into the PM minute with Murphy, and we'll report back on which code you need to use.
All right. On the constant battle that Joe and I engage in, everything's a project, everything is sales. Well, inside of a project, one of the important things to do is get the right people to work on it, all the different stakeholders and the project team. And I had the occasion to talk to one of my favorite coworkers today about, she was like, "What? I was just given this new project out of the blue and I can't believe I have to do this right now." I said, "All right, see these 2 pages that you were just given? Go figure out how to delegate everybody to do this work. Because if it is, as you think it is, impossible, have them say that it's impossible. So you don't have to. Or one of the delightful things that can happen, that has happened to me many times, when I get everybody together that's on the roster, the stakeholders, the project team, they can get together and I give them the format to talk to one another. They often come up with a plan. It's a beautiful thing. If they do get together and say, that's not possible, generally speaking, they will then say, this is what is possible. So it's not all on me. Delegation, getting all the voices together to give their expertise, is a glory. One of the things I like best about being a project manager.
Mm-hmm. See, that's why I agree. I think that's like huge, like delegation. And I know some people struggle with that because there's you know, I have my moments where I just want to be the one that's got the hands on everything, you know, like, but as I've grown older and I've, you know, developed as a leader and as a, you know, as an employee in general, you know, you learn that, yeah, you want the best and brightest on certain tasks. Like, and as you work more with those team members, you realize who is that leader in that specific thing that you need done. It's like, you don't want me, I can pull cable. It's like, but do you really want me pulling cable? It's like, when I got a whole team of network installation guys that do it way better and more efficiently. So yeah, I'm all for delegation.
Right.
You know, I just did a LinkedIn post about that. That was very timely. But my point was, in delegating as a leader, one, not just like to get rid of stuff and all that, but when we don't delegate, we don't give our people opportunities for growth.
That too.
Right? How many things do I do, or meetings I go to, or presentations I do because I feel like I have to and I'm the boss and there you go. But if I were to give that to one of my team who is trying to get into management or become a better manager, and I go, here, I'm going to trust you that. Now, it's going to take them 2 to 3 times as long as if I did it. They're going to have to spend time doing research, but that's a growth thing, which then allows me to go on vacation or other things without stress, because now I know I can start to trust them. And they also feel empowered knowing that, hey, my boss is saying this and trusting me to do this. And even more than that, especially the ones that give opportunities for them to speak to people above, right? Like my peer group, right? As the head of the department, I sit at the VCIO level, and that's where I'm at. And so what about the times where I don't need to be there and I'm going to send one of my team in there, and they can entrust them that you're going to represent me and represent me in whole. You're not being the substitute. You are me, and you are me there now. And those are the times that really empower them to be an equal in that room, right?
And let them know that they're trusted and respected.
Absolutely.
And
all by you not having to do the work. There's no downside.
But I know, you know what I can say from even being a mom is it's hard to delegate, because the mentality is, I know how it needs to be done. I know it will be done right. And, you know, coming in with business is having to understand, like you just said, Joe, is that, you know, people can do it. Now, if they don't do it properly, you know, then I mean, yes, you do pick up the slack or, you know, change it if slack isn't the proper word. But it's changing that mindset. And I know for me that's what has been the most challenging, but it's because I'm a Virgo. I know that I can do it right. But like you said, then you stretch yourself. So why not give other people the opportunities?
Yep. 100%.
And maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, right?
Yep.
That lets you know something too about what your team, what the different people on the project team or the team can do. You're like, oh, we're going to need to spend a little time on that or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, it's like, and it's funny you bring up the Virgo thing, because I was like, oh, let me pull up Aries, because I'm an Aries, and yeah, I do struggle with a little impulsivity and impatience and impulsivity. Actually, it's probably the best. That's the way I put it in there. But
you're the same as my ex-husband. He's an Aries.
So, but I do have I could be honest, and I could have high energy levels, which, you know, for those who've been around me, I can be like that. But it's funny. I look at some of them on this, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not really that though. But I know it's not supposed to be a end all be all thing, but it's just funny.
But see, it's probably even the same for you as a father, though, you know, with your son doing sports or getting to do his homework or, you know, and like you always have to over check to make sure, because as we know, kids will say, oh, yeah, everything's great.
Well, and I'm over. So as I've been very open about, I have ADHD. So on top of all the other things, I tend to get distracted easily and move from one thing to another really quickly. My son also has ADHD, so I'm constantly trying to stay on top of him to make sure that he stays on top of his stuff. So and I recognize those things with him. But then there's times where we're both totally distracted and not helping each other out at all.
Yeah. But that's where we have to balance, you know, the professional side of it, that, you know, you've got a team and being comfortable to let them run with stuff.
Right. And that's the same thing at home too. Like I'm trying to give my son more to just run with. So yeah. And that's how he's going to get better at managing his own ADHD. So,
yeah.
In a related story, I just finished a light reading rom-com from Australia about a woman who was getting her new job on the newspaper, and she was trying to have a romance with her new neighbor and old friend. And so she ended up rewriting the horoscope in order to bring them together. But of course, it resulted in much chaos. It was a fun book.
What was the name of it for those who are curious?
Well, let me see.
Oh. Sorry, pop quiz on that one.
While she's looking it up, the code HETMA does work.
Cool.
So there we go. Code HETMA, no more 068.
So
I think it did the same thing.
Well, there you go. So you can register with the code HETMA for all your free show floor passes needs. So.
Star-Crossed by Minnie Dark.
There you go. Might as well give him a shout out for.
It was fun. A lot of people's lives were disrupted, but you know, in a Dickensian way, it all came together at the end.
All right. Well, it's funny. What was it? There was something that had to do with newspapers that I had seen recently, and it's. I only have partial in my head about it, but yeah, it's interesting how like we're now hitting an entire generation that will probably not know what a newspaper is. Like I think here in New Jersey, I think actually on Friday, I think is going to be the end of paper. Like there's a couple of larger newspapers that are ceasing the physical circulation. So
funny that you mentioned that, because when I on my way to Amsterdam for ISE, and I was in the Virgin Lounge, they had the USA Today, and I used to, when I lived in Toronto, on planes and things, get the USA Today because we didn't ordinarily have it in Ontario, and it was really weird reading a real newspaper. The attention span wasn't there. I'm just so used to getting up on, you know, my iPhone and reading the latest news and things. So they're still around, but.
Oh, yeah. And excuse me, it actually stopped like three weeks ago. February 2nd was the last day that they printed, and it was the Star Ledger. So for those here in New Jersey that know of the Star Ledger, that was always the paper here in the state. I mean, they still have their online presence, but they shut down the printing plant, and
end of an era.
End of an era. Yeah. So what am I going to use to stuff my sneakers after being out in the rain all day? Well, actually, I keep the little ads that come in the mail. The like the supermarket ads. Like those. That's basically the same paper type. So.
Well, that's the funny thing is they still load them into my mailbox, and then I instantly go over to recycle, and I'm thinking, why do we still have this? And it's such a waste of trees.
I think there's still an older generation that people are still trying to market to, that still want their print ads, that want their print letters, bills, whatever, so.
Well, I'll tell you, my son Alex, who's in Austin, he actually goes through them to see what are the deals on pizza and groceries and other things.
Right, there's coupons in there.
Yeah.
Because you're beyond the need for coupon clipping. Your young son is like, I'll be needing extra pepperoni.
Well, no, I have the Whole Foods app, which shows, what the sales are, like that. And Kohl's is constantly emailing me and stuff on 30% off, 15% off, etc. So.
Oh, speaking of Whole Foods, and this is they opened up one of those new Amazon Fresh supermarkets, like with the smart carts and everything. I was like, I haven't been there yet, but like I saw it open and I was like, oh, I got to get over there because I really want to try it out. And apparently they also have the Amazon assisted, the voice activated system, because I have one of them in my house. I can't use her name. And because otherwise she starts doing things. And you can actually ask while you're in the supermarket, and she knows where the things are in the supermarket. So it's like, hey, I need to find eggs. Yeah. Yeah. So that's really cool.
So left over from my last job, the Amazon thing, when you go to the Amazon store, you don't have to check out when you leave. You just walk out with your stuff because it charges your Amazon account. That's the same thing that they had in place at Crypto.com Arena. So you would go and get your snacks, and you'd give them your credit card at the beginning, and they just take all that you want and just leave with whatever.
They have that too, like the Rose Bowl. I thought, is it not just, it feels weird to do that though. Like I love it, and we're technologists, and I know that like we're all supposed to be like, oh, this is great.
It feels wrong.
And it is great, but it does feel wrong, right?
I'm like gonna be in trouble.
Prudential Center has it too. They have a couple small markets that are set up that way where you could just, you swipe on the way in, and then it knows as you leave. Like,
well, it's because we've been brought up to be honest and to not shoplift and all of that. And then in California here, under $900, you can go in and go crazy and walk out with stuff and not be charged.
Why you don't just say the first 900 is free? But that's being changed.
First 900 is free.
Well, it's true. Like with my boys, they're like, you taught us to be honest and truthful and things, and here we're watching these people walk out. And I said, I know. Why don't I just walk in and take some stuff from TJ Maxx? Because I know they're not going to touch me. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's so interesting too. Like,
things are changing.
Y'all be happy to know, because I know you've been wondering. I am now registered 3 times for Infocom.
Let's see, we got
actually, sorry, Exhibitor. 4.
So we got exhibitor, media, presenter,
and
attendee.
I got the full 4. Now, do you think I could get a contract job with Avixa for that week and end up with the full, like the royal flush and have all 5?
Yeah.
Ooh.
You get staff.
Joey Lloyd, this is coming out to you. Joey, we need to hire Joe for just
literally for like 1 minute for a
what? Yeah,
that's it.
You need a 1 day. You need a 1 day contract. This is like any sports team is like, yeah, we just need.
Now, that particular day, June 11th, 12th, and 13th, June 13th is my husband's birthday. And he has felt oppressed his whole life that it is overshadowed by Father's Day and by graduations.
Okay.
And it's his birthday. So it's like, my birthday is always forgotten. Not that he wants anything in particular. He just wants us to be standing there, knowing that it's his birthday nearby. To be there. Like, like, good morning. He's like, oh. But we should just know. He doesn't like that it gets ignored, right? So I will not be at InfoComm this year. However, the following Friday is a special event for me and my daughter. I bought tickets in Las Vegas for a Weird Al concert.
Nice.
Weird Al Yankovic?
That's awesome.
Oh, jeez.
That will be her first concert. Huh?
What?
I don't know. I don't like if people say Weird Al, I think Gallagher.
Oh.
Like they're basically the same concert or show, but a different.
Okay.
I mean, I
you
could
go to Gallagher. I'm gonna have a great time with my daughter at Weird Al.
Yeah, I still go to Weird Al.
I would do it.
Mm-hmm. So
maybe.
So I got these tickets long ago before they all got bought by the scalpers.
So on my birthday, because I make everything about me, is I'll be able to speak because where else is Hetma going? InfoComm Asia. So I will be speaking in Bangkok, Thailand on my birthday.
Thailand.
So when is that show?
July 23 to 25.
Okay.
You heard it here. One night in Bangkok.
Oh. One night in Bangkok. Thanks, Murphy. Well, if I wanted to, I could see on my birthday, I could go see Snow Patrol if I wanted to in Brooklyn.
What is that?
They're a band.
Oh.
They're like a
clearly
late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm actually scrolling through my I'm seeing who else is performing.
I started drinking warm water to help me lose weight.
Oh.
Did that come through?
Yeah, it did.
Yes.
That was funny. All right, hold on. That was the commercial in front of it.
Yeah, I think I know.
Hold on. Here we go. Oh, crap. I suck. Let's do this again. Hopefully we won't get... Hopefully we won't get the commercial ahead of time. It's actually coming through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear it. Oh wait, do we need to stop it though? Because we can't go over. I don't need YouTube coming at me for Okay, all right, gotta cut it, Joe. Gotta cut it before I get blurb.
You gotta at least have the chorus.
Yeah, but YouTube will totally silence the whole thing. You may not know this, Mr. Way.
It's gonna be interesting. I'll see if they. It may not be. We may have interrupted it enough to not have it in there.
That's surprising that it came through. I have the hardest time getting audio to come through on StreamYard. So why did it come through just playing it off of YouTube? Now, was it coming through my speakers and into the mic, or was it actually feel like it was a direct feed?
It sounded like it was through the mic.
It
was through the mic, I think, because when we talked, it ducked out. So
it wasn't actually feeding it in.
No, I don't think so. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't clear, but.
Got it. Okay, so then that's what it was doing.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait a minute. I've had the hardest time trying to get audio through.
Okay, here you go. Here's a more well-known artist. Melissa Etheridge is going to be performing on my birthday as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
So
people know Melissa Etheridge more than they know Snow Patrol, I'm sure.
Through my window.
Exact. There you go.
I want to know.
Sorry, now my brain now is off on. But so Joe, because we're going to make it about you a little bit. We just finished up the HETMA conference last week.
Yes.
And we had a phenomenal conference. It was, we just keep getting better at this.
So here's what, to me, it was the best conversation and sessions we've had yet. It was the most fluid, right? I think we finally nailed like how to do a session and a little break and do a session and let it flow and do the happy hour. But I think we got that secret sauce. Now, that said, it wasn't the most attended ever. Still great attendance. And I like breaking records. But it was also, it's going to be hard to ever break the COVID number, right? When everybody, So that said, that will probably live in infamy, right?
Right.
For a long time. But these sessions were just like jaw dropping. The way the combination of speakers and insight and chat, because we all know the chat goes off. So it was, to me, it was amazing. We broke a new happy hour record, 8 hours and 12 minutes, 16 minutes, 8 hours.
16 minutes.
8:16, yes. Yep. Ace's birthday, Aaron's birthday, Patty Wanzer's birthday, Raj Singh's birthday, everybody on 8:16. So that's where we went.
Nice. Yeah, and I was to say it was the chat is my favorite part, I think. Like, and I just love being involved with that. And I do love the sessions and everything like that. But yeah, it's all the extra comments. It actually, it's almost, there's a small detriment to it because we put people put their questions inside the chat as well. So sometimes when we have to circle back around to like, okay, let's see if we can ask this question. It's like scroll.
Yeah, because the chat goes off so much. You got
to go back and find it and then come back. But I mean, it's a small price to pay for an excellent conversation. So
absolutely, and it's free.
It's free, and you know what? Like we were talking about it a little bit before we got started here. But it's not just higher ed that can come to this. Like we have manufacturer partners that come, we have integrators that come. I just because his name is in here, Aaron Peterson from Mechdyne, he's there.
Oh, Aaron.
He always makes an appearance. Even if it's not for long.
Name drops get retweets, Aaron. Name drops get retweets.
There it is, Aaron.
And his kitty, Ruby.
There you go. So even if the session itself may not like matter to you much, we have plenty of open opportunities to interact with folks and have that networking moment in our general open sessions. So
yeah, yes.
I thought there was something deeper coming from that show.
I was trying.
You're hilarious.
So yeah, so I mean, and I'm already looking forward to next year. I know we've got InfoComm coming up, but like I'm already looking forward to next year. Like this is like, we learn every year that we've been doing this. Like we learn something new. We learn something. It's like, okay, let's tweak this. And the great thing, virtual before it was cool. Exactly. The award-winning virtual conference. Sorry, we're talking about music and my brain didn't shift fast enough.
Hold on, let me find it. I got too many of these things behind me. I got to figure out. There it is.
There it is.
Oh, nice.
2021. Ooh. Hopefully we'll get another one day. I need more of these.
Yeah, we need more hardware.
And who dusts it, Joe?
Who dusts it? Our housekeeper.
You think Joe does cleaning?
I guess I'm the housekeeper.
What? Yeah.
Where was I going? Oh, I had a thought. I lost it.
But see, that's the over controlling. So I'm adding it in. That's the over controlling where I can't have anybody in my house. I'll clean it myself.
Let me tell. Actually, I'm going to give everybody. Here you go. Every listener. Let me tell you some life lessons. Always invest in a housekeeper.
Uncle Joe.
Always. And here's why. first off, housekeeping sucks. Okay, unless you're totally pissed off at somebody, it's a great way to not get rid of steam. The fact is, your time is more valuable, and there's nothing better than coming home to a clean house and being able to see and so they don't cost that much. But to take that burden off yourself, there's always things. And by the way, this isn't just housekeeping. I believe this in almost all services. Always pay for services, including AV as a service. You guys said it out loud. But always pay for services because your time is more valuable than the service, right? I'm more valuable when I'm doing my work. I'm more valuable when I spend time with Amy. I'm more valuable when I take care of myself. I'm not more valuable when I'm having to dust other stuff I don't want to do. And you just see this side of the camera. If you saw the other side of the camera in the room, would be very different, right? Because I just let piles go until the housekeeper shows up, and she knows exactly where to put everything.
Okay. Well, everybody that I know here who has a housekeeper are cleaning their house before the housekeeper comes.
Oh, Amy does that, and I've stopped her doing that. I have stopped her from doing that. And I'm like, pick up embarrassing things, but everything else, just let it go.
See, I look at it as a different form of working out. And like you said, it's a good way to think of, to get your thoughts. I do it while hiking and walking too, whether it's preparing a presentation, talking to myself, because I learned to do that with having the boys. But I see that at the end of it, yes, it was tiring. It's 2 hours downstairs, 2 hours upstairs. But I step back and it's like, I cleaned it my way. I know the house is clean.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can just rotate through housekeepers till you find one that does it your way. I'm sorry, I am a pay for all services. Use your time. This is my belief. I am best when I'm doing what I do for a living, when I spend time with my family, and when I take care of myself. That's it. Everything else I pay for.
Yeah. I can definitely agree with you that a good housekeeper is a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Can I just tell you that my brain has been stuck in a funny thing happened on the way to the forum, and there's a whole song about that everybody ought to have it made. So for all my Broadway people out there, they're nodding their heads laughing right now. But
Now the only thing I'll give you, which is a certain irony. So for our house, we have the housekeeper, so it comes every 2 weeks here, goes every 2 weeks to our desert house, right? Well, sometimes we don't go to our desert house for 4 or 6 weeks at a time. So it's interesting seeing the ring or getting a mic and getting a notice that she showed up to clean the house, but we haven't been there since the last time she cleaned the house.
Well, she's making free money.
And it's or the pool guy. It's literally we used the jacuzzi for 8 minutes one night, and we haven't used it for 3 months since. But the guy comes every Monday and Thursday, and we got a nice clean pool. That's the business to be. Well, no, I wouldn't want to clean pools, and I wouldn't want to. So there, nope. I think I found I don't know. I think I found my calling.
I think you've found it, Joe.
Maybe I have.
I think so. You've done some wonderful things with the higher ed over the course of the last. It's been nearly 10 years
Almost
now.
10 years. 2016, I came into higher ed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. 2016 was my entrance.
Oh.
Cal Baptist.
Oh, and that was my entrance back into the AV industry. 2016 Infocom.
Yeah.
So wait, I've been in higher ed AV longer than you have, Joe. Huh.
Yeah, well, most people aren't as good as me, so I don't need as long to get to. I had to low-hanging fruit.
That's all right. It's all right.
The only thing I am going to do today is give my cup. I'm going to give a shout-out to Froggy's Fog.
Oh, there you go.
Not a sponsor, but I'm doing it only because I got this cup today. And you're amazing. I won a Froggy's Fog for the HETMA Education Summit and the Higher Ed AV Awards.
Ooh. That could be fun.
Have you seen the machine gun, the Froggy's Fog machine gun?
I don't believe I've seen the machine gun.
Oh.
I have some research
Just
to do
Google, and if you can find it, Froggy's Fog machine gun. There it is. It's the A1. It's a Thanos is the name.
It's called a Thanos.
Yeah, Thanos. That's it.
But,
Hold on, you need to find a video of it working. Oh, I have a video of me using it.
Froggy's Fog, the A1 Thanos. Oh, this is amazing. Oh yeah, it does look like something out of Marvel.
Thing is amazeballs. It is great. Hold on, let me see if I can find my, because this is the content people come for.
Yeah,
to
well,
help while we Google things.
Well, yeah, and so if they go to froggiesfog.com and they look up Froggy's Fog, the A1 Thanos Fog Blaster Machine, and it's 110 volt for anybody who was wondering.
Well, it's technically wireless. It just sits on.
Two batteries included. There you go.
Mm-hmm. But do they have video of it being used?
No, they don't.
See, there's the key. Hold on. Let me find my video. I'm going to go to my photos. You all can do better conversation while I'm.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just thinking about another song.
Oh, where was I? I was at DSC.
You know what I'm thinking of, Nancy? A Froggy song?
It's just funny because everybody's thinking of songs tonight.
Oh,
it's a song night. Well, Froggy went a courting and he did ride.
When was DSC and LDI? December, right?
I didn't go, so
I think it is in late fall, early winter LDI.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I found it.
Okay, hold on. I found my video. Now I think I can't really screen share, can I? Here, that's what. You can screen.
No, you should be able to.
Oh, hold on. We're testing.
So for those of us, so for
we are
folks
testing new things.
Yes. So for folks who are listening at home, you're gonna have to go to YouTube now. So while you're there,
video file.
So Joe, hey, give me a second here. All right, can you think in your head? So for those of you playing in the home game that you're listening and not watching, make sure you go over to YouTube. Find the AV Life. You could also click on the video from higheredav.com, and that will get you to the YouTube video to watch the said video of what Joe is about to try to share.
Oh,
here it comes.
Yes,
that's Chi Hang Low.
That is rad.
Wow.
There's the Chi Hang Low.
That's awesome.
Video. All right, now how do I turn present off? Okay, present. I just think remove from stage.
There you go.
Oh, but that's not what I wanted. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
You know what? We're learning.
Yes, we are.
I bet there's a template for video share.
There probably is. We
could have just loaded in and done. You know what? We're learning.
Yeah, we're learning. So there you go. So thank you to our listeners for coming along for that ride there. But and there's also I see there's a video on YouTube that shows it as well, and Joe, we should get those for the Higher Ed AV Awards. You and I need to come out with one of those, or one each.
Oh, it created a new video file at the bottom. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I see that. It's on my side here. Oh, and now it's gone.
Well, I just got rid of it, but. That was kind of nice how we did that. We're learning. We're learning.
Yeah, we'll load it next time. We'll load it up ahead of time.
Features.
Yes. Well, we've one of the things with the new way of doing this. There we go. I look badass or what?
The man himself.
Nice.
And then hold on. Then that means I can just probably hit remove from studio. But it goes to that. That's interesting. Okay, so we're learning.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Hold on. Add to stage. So we're there.
Yep.
We're all still on the side.
Yeah.
What if I just click see? How about that? You produce ahead of time.
There you go.
And now everybody listening is going, what the heck's going on?
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. We're making a reason for people to go to YouTube and like and subscribe our channel, and or to go to higheredav.com and find the website that also has the video loaded up onto it, and you can watch it from there. And you can also check out all the wonderful other content that we have on that website. So
that too.
So much content.
Yep.
So
much content. There's so much content from ISE. It's absolutely amazing. Like, there was a point there, I think I was getting a notification, like, I think it was like every hour that something new from Hetma was popping up. It was awesome.
We took over the socials. Who owned the ISE socials?
I think Hetma did. Because I don't think I saw anybody else from ISE posting except for Hetma.
I did.
Well, I know you did.
Well, you saw Bose because you work for him.
No, but I was doing with Hetma, and I had recorded the DJ.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
So I
yours
had him
was a
on
big
there live so that people could see, you know, what was happening at the booth.
Yours was a good one. I like that. Well, I reposted it and said Hetma.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that was our goal this year, was like come in strong.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought we did it. I thought we took over the socials.
So the question I have for you, when you said about doing InfoComm Asia, are you going to have a table there, or are you just speaking?
I am speaking, and we're going to do a booth
Okay.
table. Have you Did you go last year?
I've never been. Not to our distributors are there.
Yeah, I mean, it is obviously a smaller show.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to call it a tabletop show, but call more like Educause or Summer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I've been once to Educause back in the late 90s.
And by looking at the number of booths and all and participants, that's probably a good equivalent. It's an Educause.
And then with InfoComm this year, are you going to do a double booth?
We're doing the same double decker.
Okay.
And hold on. Let me answer while this is scrolling across the bottom. We are doing the same double decker as last year, except we have more space around us.
Okay.
And you want to hear this? InfoComm booth. The member lounge is now moved right next to us.
Oh.
I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest, because now I got to behave myself. We just can't be the fraternity party in the back of the room.
But we could be the loud neighbors, maybe.
That's a great way to put it.
As opposed to being the fraternity party.
Yeah, the fraternity party.
We could be. Oh, we're the student activities council now. That's what we can still party, but we just can't.
Yeah,
party
so
hard.
We have a bigger. So remember last year. So last year we had the double decker on the 20x20. It's a 20x20 double decker. We got lucky that we were right there by that stairs and open area, and there was no one in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that was just sheer luck. And of course, we didn't expect that we would be. I mean, we knew we'd be a hit and a destination because of the year before, but not like this last year, right? I mean, like we had no less than 100 people at the booth at almost at all times.
Right.
It was crazy. And so that's why this next year we're like, well, wait a minute. Now we can't just be in the middle of somewhere with no space, like because we have an area around us, same booth, but just more open space, 10 foot around. So bigger footprint. And the theme is Camp Hetma.
Camp Hetma.
Oh, I like that.
See, that's where the fog machine comes in handy. You know, we got campfires, so you know.
Do you want to break news? Should I break news for you? Even though
yes, I love it.
So Anne will probably hate me, but it's okay because she works for me. So I'm going to break news here. Well, you know, we break a lot of news on AV Life.
Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. So everyone loved the scarves for ISE, and of course we had the capes last year. Here's what we're going to do, and I think Nancy, you're going to love this. Since it's Camp Hetma, we're going to get like the merit badge sashes. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets one, but here's the thing. All sponsors are all our annual sponsors. And then of course the non-annuals who, choose to sponsor InfoComm. We're going to get pins made. Yeah. But they'll be at your booth. So the only way for someone to fill out their sash is to go to your booth, meet with whoever that you're supposed to or whatever, and then they can do the tour, hear the spiel, do that, then they get their pin, and then there will end up being about 30. And then here's how we're gonna do even better: the first person to come back with all 30 or whatever it is done will get a free trip to InfoComm next year.
Wow.
Whoa.
There's
Hang
your
on.
boom.
It's even better than that.
Uh-oh. Wait,
Because
there's more.
Once someone wins, everybody else stops, right? No. Here's what happens. If you still get it done, because you know there's going to be the one random person they're going to book it and they're going to get it by like Wednesday at noon. Okay, that's just what there's going to be someone. Everybody else who comes after the first one gets put into a raffle for a free trip to Info.
Ah, there we go.
That's awesome.
Right, because then there's still hope, so people won't just give up. They're like, "Well, I'll never get the first one."
And you know what? And here's the thing: don't you want to be the person who gets all of them?
Yeah. You want to be Russell. You want to be Russell from.
All right. Here's the question. I'm going to ask a real question. Here, we haven't had this during the events thing, and I see you, Nancy, wanting a question, but you're after me. Why? Because I can turn you off.
I got to remember it.
I can remove you from.
Make
See,
note.
I can do that. All right. So,
Put it in the comments.
should there be a pin for the Higher Ed AV Awards and the Education Summit? Right? Because technically, people might not show up till Wednesday.
Right.
Or in order to be a full, you got to be at both. Now, the Higher Ed AV Awards, we can only fit 320 people. The Education Summit only has 200. So
Do
you're
they get-
limiting the number of people who could actually
Joe,
fit.
admittedly, I've missed a few meetings over the course of the last few months. If you buy into the Education Summit, do you get your ticket like you did last year?
Yes.
So there you go. So yes. Oh, sorry. Let me finish the thought because, so if you buy your pass for the Education Summit, you also get your ticket to the Higher Ed AV Awards on
You
Monday
see the
night.
two greatest awards hosts you've ever seen.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
That's-
Cool party.
I
Do
don't
you have an
usually
idea
get.
what
I don't
the award is?
self-promote myself like this, but I feel like you and I do a great job of this every year.
We do well together.
Yeah.
You know what? You are a great sidekick.
Yeah. You know,
You
I know
did a wonderful short round.
I think it's
I-
mutual
the
side.
tallest short
freaking
round you'll ever
fly.
have.
All right, but you know, all right. How about this? We should still create Higher Ed AV Awards pins and Education Summit pins, but they become bonus. They're not part
Yeah.
of winning. But if we want to be one of the special people,
There you go.
all right, Nancy, you were up. Tim, I took over your show.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I got that answered when you were talking. So, so yes, it'll start Wednesday, collecting the pins, etc. Do you have an idea of when the AV Awards is?
Monday night.
7
Monday.
p.m. to 10 p.m. Bar opens at doors open at 6. Bar opens at 6:30.
Okay.
Entries will be available. Well, I was supposed to have it done by Monday, but it turns out I have a day job. Nominations will be available soon.
I'm excited. This is going to be fun. I love
Committee,
it. Yeah.
the committee has been discussed
Are you guys wearing like the shorts down to the
to be
knees?
determined still,
little
but
touches?
Did we decide yet?
No,
Oh,
not
I
yet.
know one part. We only decided one thing.
did we actually decide on
Your
that?
outfit.
I thought you told me we're doing the skit.
Oh, we were going to do something. Yeah, some sort of
Yeah.
skits. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's-
But
Doesn't
And
someone
we
want
have-
me in scout shorts and knee high?
oh well,
socks?
yeah, we were talking about like. Well, I know we were talking about like. I would be Russell from Up, and you were going to be the old man from Up, and I can't remember what his name is.
What?
well, who's going to be the squirrel? Doug, the dog. Squirrel.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
I
who do we
can
get to be? You want to dress up as a dog with a glowing collar?
You know that would be hilarious.
That would be hilarious, actually.
Now we're gonna know how many listeners you have. Just
Yeah.
on this, we'll see how this picks up.
You'll see how it goes. Yeah,
You know, all right.
So, yeah.
All Higher Ed AV Award stuff needs to go offline right now. Okay, so
there you
Okay.
go.
here's what we'll say.
Yeah.
We've done this now 2 years in a row.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've learned every year. I think we can actually make it a true gala this year. Like we can produce this year.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
Right? We have a committee now putting it together
Yep.
because we have volunteers. We can get a run of show. I think we're gonna. This is gonna change it.
Joe, and I know our committee has started to, and I'm not going to say who, but I will say that I'm excited for our Hall of Fame members this year.
Oh yeah, can't break the Hall of Fame until.
Oh,
I
I'm
send
not
an-
doing that, but
Until I send an email, then we can break it.
yeah, but I'm excited for who we have on the
Great Hall of Fame.
docket. Yes, I am very excited for that group. But you know what? Yeah, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we're actually at the 55-minute mark, so we're fast approaching an hour. This is a great show today. So but we'll start wrapping it up here. So as always, go to higheredav.com to go find out all your information regarding all the AV, wonderful AV stuff that we got going on. Joe, we'll be having more coverage. Actually, there's recaps of the HETMA conference on higheredav.com. Zero to hero in no time flat. So we're just gonna keep going with the music here. But go to higher. There's coverage from the HETMA conference. There were recaps that were done. They're absolutely amazing. Go check those out. If you want to know more about that. If you're registering for InfoComm, HETMA is your code for free exhibit pass. There you go. Come and see us at the booth once we know that number. Or do we have that number yet, Joe?
The booth number? Oh, crap. I should have it memorized.
All right. So no.
Depends on how long you talk. I can probably...
All right. Well, I'll kind of.
I was going to say, can I push so that
Nancy. Yeah.
new HETMA Roadshow in Canada, the first one ever, is at
Toronto
College with Mark Spear, or is it Mike Spear? And
Somebody Spear.
Which I cannot pronounce his last name, but you know what? They're really excited. They attended the Mesa Community College one in Arizona. And I'll be flying out representing, along with our new Canadian distributor, Data Visual Marketing. So I'm looking forward to it.
I am so excited about the Toronto Roadshow. I think that is going to be...
You should come. I'll introduce you to Ketchup Chips, to Tim Hortons.
I want to go, but I can't. Wait, what are the dates again? I should know that. But...
It's just March 25th.
Yeah, it's like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah,
1 month.
That's why. It is March. Hold on, I got it.
I'll show you how Canada's done. How's that, Ontario?
Oh yeah, I can go. I forgot, but HETMA is doing a booth at Enterprise Connect too. The week before, it's because I have a week before and I have the week after. So then I'm going on vacation to the Maldives. So that's why I can't go to Toronto Roadshow, or I wouldn't make it back in time to get on the plane to get to the Maldives. 4887.
4887. There you go. There's the
number.
Yeah. It's only a 7.5 hour car ride for me to drive up to Toronto, but you know.
Yeah. It'll be lots of fun. It'll be exciting to see. And it's the same with Justin, opening up the European market.
The MIA.
Yeah.
That's very awesome.
You know what's great about having the HETMA member lounge right in front of us? Is that, like,
the Avixa members,
they always do like a low booth, right? It's always open with just like the little like half thingy around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
little barricade thing.
I think that to me is gonna like be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we're here. All right. I did that like a champion. All right, so here we go. We're right here.
Oh, right by Prometheus too. Look at that.
How big we are. And we got Save right next to us.
Oh, nice.
And we have an open area, everybody.
That's what I was going to say, having a wide aisle.
And then we have the member lounge, which is always good.
Oh, but we got the backside live. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be fun.
So they were here before, right? Remember how you went back? And then, so 2 years ago, we were right here.
Oh, but we're at the back.
Much of it.
But we're still the fraternity party in the back. It's awesome.
True. But mommy and daddy are going to be watching.
Yeah.
And there we go. So you come right through here. So everybody knows FedEx is right here. Food court is right here. Go in that way, shoot straight back. Boom. Fraternity party in the back.
All right. There you go. 4887.
And look at that. Computer comforts right here. We're
Oh,
good.
they loved being. Oh, those guys from CCI
Uh-huh.
loved having being so close to us
Yep.
last year.
Look at these open booths too. If anyone wants to be near us, there's some open booths still.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
All right.
And there is your. Wait, hold on. Wait, where's Bose? Where's Bose?
I know, that's what I'm wondering. Where is Bose?
You know what? We can find that out.
Because we
Folks, you should be going. Here's your another reminder that you should be going to YouTube to watch all this.
6361.
Oh,
There you are.
Oh, you're pretty close. Oh no, you're not. Wait, are you? Yeah, you are. What's this? Is other Avixa TV over here? Okay.
Joe, am I seeing that they put everybody in one hall?
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the beauty of Orlando.
I for whatever reason, I always forget that everybody's in the same hall.
Orlando. Now it's long ass hall.
It's a long hall. Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
All right, I'm bringing my rollerblades this year. I keep going back and forth about it, but I'm bringing them this year.
There's
yeah, be
so
fine.
You go from here, and you go boop 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 boom.
Yep.
And then they tell everyone how much they love Hetma, and everybody goes boop 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 boom.
Yep.
Right here.
That's right.
We need the we're gonna need like those the crossing lights, the party lights. The like, here's Hetma coming.
You know what though? We're the same entrance, right? Because this
true.
is audio. Like this is weird because you can't actually get into this area. This area is enclosed to here, so it's the same entrance. You come in, you just go boom there. You go boom there. Everybody, you know, there you go. I probably made everyone dizzy, but I can remove this from.
Oh, whoa!
I should have learned. I have to click that one first.
Actually, this will be.
Like, see, I do that, and then you do that.
There you go.
Yeah, this will be my second Infocom. So my first with Bose Professional. So it'll be the first time in Orlando.
So there you go.
All right. Well, there you go. So find us there, and yeah. So hey, thanks to everyone for jumping in here tonight. We're glad to have Murphy and Nancy and Joe. Thank you so much for all your input as always. Thank you for our listeners who have. Yeah. Sorry, Murphy. We're wrapping this up. And thank you to our listeners and all the people that are viewing. If you've stuck with us this long, thank you so much. And as I always say, until our next adventure.